I'm gonna hit you so hard you won't see nothing. Ever, 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 ever.
Audio skulls all day.
The lyric scientists flourish.
The Steelers will come back stronger than ever. The Steelers will one day be at the top again.
I'm not even going to give you the pleasure of having the camera on you.
You know, that's not fair. You know, you're adjusting the camera. At least should be on me. Because I am a star,
I've adjusted
too,
yours
sir.
already.
I am a star, sir.
Well, your team's not, but...
Oh, you relax. That is not nice.
Well, it's super nice.
Is it?
Yeah.
Well, I don't think so. But I know that you had like a little thing, little mini kind of like getaway thing that you did.
Fucking work, man. What are you talking about?
Well, I know that the place you traveled, you said it wasn't as warm.
No, first day you got there, it was cold as shit. It was like, for Florida, like, it was fucking like in the low 40s.
Low 40s.
And that's fucking cold.
Yeah, that is cold. I will say in general, but it's not like was there like wind? Was there like a wind chill or anything? Like
A little bit of wind. Yeah, I think, right. It's Florida, not gonna have no wind fucking chill.
I don't know. I'm just asking.
Tropical.
I get it. I get it. Maybe. Sort of.
But yeah, there was it was a little breezy, but I don't know. Again, work, so I was there. I was inside most of the time.
Now, I know that even though you were down there for work, you did send me some really, really cool pictures of the James Bond Museum that you were fortunate enough to attend.
Yeah, there's this place called Desertland. Desertland. Dezer. Anyway, it's like a automobile museum.
Okay.
Like we didn't get a chance to go to the actual museum in the back, but there's like a warehouse full of cars back there, and then they had up front. We went to eat at the restaurant that was James Bond themed.
Oh, that sounds so cool, dude.
Yeah, it was. They got all the James Bond stuff inside, and they playing music from the movies. And then the food was good. Like a place like that, you don't expect the food to be good.
Yeah, just because it's kind of like a novelty-ish.
Yeah, fucking regular pepperoni pizza. I thought I was gonna get some shit from like Chuck E. Cheese, and that shit was like delicious. And fucking then we went to
Bond style.
After we ate, we went and they had beer and all. And I didn't order a martini. And fuck up. I'm not that fucking of a loser. That much of a loser. Went back to the back, and there's this fucking museum of all the like cars and planes and shit from the movies, and then in the back of there was like merchandise from every movie, and posters and shit, and like then there was one truck that was in one of the last 2 or 3 movies with the actual bullet holes from on the set. Yeah.
Oh, that's pretty dope, dude.
Yeah, it was.
I would imagine a place like this is relatively like big in size.
That room was, I mean, it's fairly big. It wasn't like huge, but it's like attached to a mall. Like,
I gotcha.
But there's go-karts in there, mini golf.
Oh shit, go-karts, nice.
Yeah, we did I did the go-karts and the mini golf.
There you go.
Go-karts was fun. I didn't win. I was fucking pissed.
Dude, losing at go-karts is like kind of it sucks. I know the feeling. I do.
And like you don't really get enough time to like learn the course for one thing, and then get adjustment to like how the cart feels.
Yeah, no, I got you.
So like you can't really gauge, and then if you start off with people in front of you, you gotta like you can't hit other people, so you gotta wait until they see the person say, "Hey, there's somebody moving faster than you, move." But it is what it is.
Don't worry. One day we'll get your revenge on the go-kart track, Jared.
Oh no,
Hey.
I already told.
you made your
I already told the gentleman.
See, it's a personal thing, dude.
Oh no,
it.
fucking
losing at go-karts.
This
sucks.
guy. First of all, this guy's a damn cardiologist, and like,
Oh Jesus.
Yeah, I'm like, I don't give a fuck. We're children today.
Yeah.
I want my revenge next year.
So I hope you get that. Will Jared get his revenge in Florida on the go-kart
We'll
track?
be in Florida next year.
Well, it doesn't matter. I don't care where it's at. I hope you get your revenge. And
Going to San Antonio next January.
Oh, dude, then you're going to get like the big fucking... You're going to get like tricked out wheels on your go-kart. I can bet you it's gonna be lifted with like fucking I don't know, some sort of
That's
crazy.
not a fucking go kart.
I
It's
don't know.
lifted.
Dude, I'm just saying.
And that's not what Texas is. I don't know what your imagination is.
I don't know. I'm just being overly.
Shit is bigger. That's all there is.
I got you. I got you. So in terms of the mini golf, how I know I'm asking childish like questions, but mini golf is cool because you always get really cool courses and stuff like that. Was it a standout course or was it just kind of?
Well, it was a black light, and it had the art was cool and had these I tell you what, if you went in there tripping on fucking shrooms or LSD,
Yeah.
that's a wrap. You're never coming back.
Yeah, I wouldn't want to do that to begin with. Just
I would try it. I just had a microdose or something.
Well, doing it that way, there's a slight possibility you may convince me to do it. Maybe.
Yeah, but nah, you wouldn't. Some of the pictures were.
I'd want the whole room empty. I wouldn't want anybody around other than the person I'm doing it with. I don't even know if I'd want that person around.
Me and two other of my coworkers. I won that one, by the way.
There you go.
I was losing at the beginning, and then I came back and won by one.
Golfer by nature.
Huh?
Golfer by nature.
Oh, yeah. There was no way I was going to let these motherfuckers. It was two girls, two women. There ain't no way I was going to let them beat me when I play this shit. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. I bet you when you were down, you were like, man, I got to tune in. I can already tell.
100%. I was concentrating on my lines and everything. I'm like, no, fuck this. And I'm going to play it safe. I'm not going to try to bank it off or no shit. I'm just going to get out there, and then I'm going to try to just boop, boop, just play it safe.
Yeah, man, dude. I would see, if I didn't do well in mini golf, I wouldn't feel bad because I'm not a golfer. However, when it comes to go-karts, I would feel terrible.
The thing about it is, that's the worst part of my game is my short game.
Yeah.
Putting is horrible. But if you're on, it's different when you're on grass as opposed to carpet.
Yeah,
carpet is just you don't got to worry about no bumps. The only thing is because it's black light, you can't tell if something's going downhill or uphill.
Oh, that sounds kind of cool, though.
You have to kind of look at it and gauge it and be like, wait, that looks like it's going uphill, so I'm gonna have to hit it a little harder.
Sounds trippy as fuck.
It's fucking wild. And then they were like, watch your step. And now towards the end, I was like, now I see why they tell people to watch it, because you could fall at any time.
Oh, wow.
Because there's just shit on the ground. Yeah.
Oh, all right. Well, I'm glad you got a tripped out mini golf experience, dude.
Well, that shit was fun.
I'm glad you had a great time. I'm glad you had a great. You're a beautiful man, is what I was trying to say.
Okay.
Moving on. So, well, Jared was away.
You could have just said you missed me. You don't have to go that
no,
far.
I don't know why I said that. Anyway.
I got news for you. That means you're gay.
It does not. However, nothing wrong with loving your fellow man. There's something going on. There's something that you sent me earlier today, and I know there's something that's been ongoing for a while now. But you were basically saying that our freedom of speech is under attack.
Well, according to the Supreme Court, it's not. They said that it's not.
Of course they do.
Yeah.
Of course they do.
They finally ruled on it yesterday, I think, and they came back and said that it is not a violation of the Constitution and it's not a violation of freedom of speech, because other parts of the government have deemed it a national security hazard, so whatever, blah, blah, blah. However, the main reason I wanted to talk about this is because I've been on TikTok today. And apparently, there's two other ones. There's Lemon 8, which apparently is the same as TikTok, and a lot of people are going over to that, I think. And then there's this one new one that's it's called Red Note. And it's fucking basically the Chinese government approved this for the Chinese people to use.
Okay.
TikTok is banned in China.
All right.
It's not. Red Note is not, and it's basically run by the Chinese government.
Okay.
And so a lot of Americans are now going over to Red Note.
Oh shit.
And
okay.
Now Chinese people and Americans are talking back and forth, and now it's like, oh wait, so you were trying to prevent by blocking TikTok, you were trying to prevent the Chinese government from getting Americans' info, and now you just rushed everybody over there because they're like, fuck this shit. Like, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
You created, like, you got fucking outplayed by the Chinese government. That's checkmate, bruh.
Dude, isn't that crazy?
Yeah, and like, but now Americans and Chinese people are talking back and forth to each other, and they're like, all the misconceptions that we have as Americans about China are getting like wait, what? You guys don't fucking piss in holes and shit in the streets and shit. And then all the stuff that they think is not true, that they think that their government is giving them propaganda about us having to pay for health care, about us kids having to potentially wear bulletproof backpacks to school.
Okay.
Like, they were like, hey, that's not really like that. And we're like, yeah, it is. It's fucking
Damn,
wild,
bulletproof backpacks, dude? That's
bro.
fucking nuts.
It's a potential thing, bro.
I know, but still,
It's just funny. Like, they're, but that goes to show it wasn't about, because they never gave any real evidence about the Chinese government stealing American stuff from TikTok. They never gave it, and then now all three branches of the government have decided that this thing is bad and it needs to go. And then you think about, because you can see publicly all of Congress people and people who serve, quote unquote, the public.
yeah.
You can see where they're like, stocks, when they buy stocks and sell stocks, that's all public information now.
I got you.
So people have already done the homework and say, on this date, December 30th, blah, blah, this senator invested this much into Meta, which is Facebook.
Yeah.
This senator, January 3rd, this congresswoman, this January 1st. All these people invested money into this shit, and they all voted against. All the ones who invested money into Meta also voted against or voted for banning TikTok.
Yeah.
Which is wild. So all you're doing is protecting bitch boy Zuckerberg and fucking, well, he's really the only one, like as far as social media at this point, because Instagram's owned by them. I mean, there's Snapchat, but
I mean, it's not really a thing.
it's not, no, just fucking bitches shaking booties on there.
Yeah, that's really all it is.
It wasn't like that in the beginning.
Well, I don't think a lot of this was like that at the beginning. Ass everywhere. It's just invaded every space of the internet, dude.
Yeah.
It's quite sickening if you think about it.
It's not sickening. Stop being a bitch.
I'm
See,
not-
this is what this
I'm
is.
only joking. Calm down.
Oh, okay.
Calm down.
Because
calm down,
that's
calm down.
that attitude is what has gotten
Calm down.
us
Everybody
where,
likes a nice round ass. All right.
I know. I'm just saying, but this is where we're getting. Government is starting to get involved in all this shit. Like, the internet's supposed to be free, man. You know, you're supposed to be able to do whatever the fuck you want
Yeah.
within reason,
Of course.
and law. Again, it's still a freedom of speech thing. It's a media. It's press. It's all that. You know.
And it's crazy because doesn't the government already have like basically all our information based on various other apps and stuff too?
But see, when they were doing all these hearings on the Hill and fucking talking about this shit, you never hear them talk about that. It's like, oh, the Chinese government's going to collect Americans' information. Fucking Zuckerberg's doing it every fucking second.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like,
They have all these things. Everything has. Google has your shit. Fucking, or Alphabet, whatever the fuck you want to call it. And not all these tech companies. I don't know, man. I don't know. It's just wild these days, and I don't like the direction everything's going.
No, man, dude, it kind of sucks, bro, because it honestly makes me feel like I'm not saying this to sound like silly, and I'm not saying it's going to happen soon or anything like that, but could you imagine if there was just like some sort of like uprising or riot or some shit like that?
I don't think there's going to be, I know
that sounds like a little
no,
far-fetched.
it doesn't at all, and that's what I'm kind of saying. I heard it put perfectly this way. The modern day version of burning books and fascism, shit like that, like,
Yeah.
so people can't spread knowledge.
Yeah.
That's the modern day version of that is what we're experiencing with the TikTok ban. Because people get they learn things on there. I learn shit on there all the time. Yeah, you have to vet whether the source is, but that's anything.
Yeah.
I don't know, man. It's just it's not. I don't like. This is not America. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. Well, no, dude. The fact that we're kind of experiencing it in real time, not like looking back, like 50 years. Like, hey, remember when this happened? Like, we're experiencing something like this in real time.
Yep.
And it's a bit alarming. And then you have some people that say, like, hey, don't worry about it. It's just a bluff or this and that and this and that. And there are people like,
no, it's not a bluff. It's a cover up for whatever else they're doing. Like, here, look at this. They do it all the time. I just don't think that it's gonna work out the way they think it's gonna work out. Again, it's a form of control. Like, we have to control our people. Which, again, who the fuck do you think you are?
Yeah,
you're just a fucking. You're just like me, you fuck. I don't give a fuck if you ran for office and you get paid all this money and you're rich. Fuck you, dude. You're nobody. You think you're somebody. You're nobody. You know what I'm saying? And the fact that I don't know. I think we've lost sight as a society, as American citizens. We've lost sight of the fact of who has the fucking power. It's we the people, not we them motherfuckers.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. No, 100%.
So there is, I feel there is a form of revolution coming, but it's not going to be tearing down walls. It's not going to be January 6th a couple years ago.
No.
It's going to be something more sophisticated because we are already smarter than them. That's the thing. That's I'm telling you, that's the fear that they have, is because the information and knowledge gets passed so quickly. We're already ahead of them.
Yeah.
With pretty much like this Red Note shit. These motherfuckers that up there talking about this shit, they don't know nothing about any of this.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? They're just, well, so-and-so told me that this, that. No, that's what fucking you got fed so you could go to your constituents and fucking spew that bullshit. And you've been caught too many times lying, and now motherfuckers are seeing it. So that's all I have to say about that.
What do you guys feel if, like, of the entire TikTok situation or just the situation in regards to free speech? Please let us know in the comments below.
And the fact that these companies are already buying and selling our fucking info anyway, like, fuck off. Like, and they can spread propaganda amongst Americans. Okay, well, now what you're doing? You just had everybody who's going. Now they're going to the Chinese government.
Yeah.
Like, what are you talking about, bro?
Yeah, it's kind of crazy because when you think about it, dude.
Yeah, it's just some deep shit, right?
Yeah, it's just wild, bro. Like, it's just, I don't know. Like, I don't know if I really know how to articulate what I'm thinking at the moment, but
no, trust me, I've been thinking about this for a couple of days.
I just kind of hold on before I'm not even gonna go on a tangent.
No, you're good.
It's just like we live in such a day and age where we're all aware of everything, but then we're aware of nothing or quote unquote nothing at the same time.
I think part of that is they've been doing it so long, and there's a lot of people that are still brainwashed that, oh, the government has my best interest at heart. I'm like, I don't give a fuck about you.
Yeah.
They just care about where the biggest dollar is. Who's paying me the most? And what do you need me to say? Because they're a bunch of fucking. They're all soft, and they think it's funny because you watch these hearings when they start talking shit to these people and like questioning them, like, bro, who do you think you are? Like,
Yeah.
I'm not you're not gonna talk to me. I don't give a fuck where. If you're sitting higher than me, it doesn't mean you can't fucking have a heart attack right now, just like the rest of us in this fucking audience.
Yeah, no. That I agree with. I think it takes a special type of, like, do you think these people? Well, no. I don't want to say that. With these people with power, do you think that it's and I might be like blurring the lines here a little bit, but do you think overall, obviously, which is more than likely the answer is obviously power, or do you think some of them, maybe some, do you think it's just people being out of touch with the modern times?
Oh, definitely out of touch, bro. These motherfuckers. Look, you after 60, closer to 70, shit starts to go downhill real quick, and these people are in these positions for far too long. And I think that's the biggest part is people just like, oh, I know that name. He's been around. I should, matter of fact, the guy who used to be governor of mayor, I think it was Warner. Mark Warner was saying some shit to the press. And I was like, dude, we hated you as governor here. We don't want you representing us. Like, this is, like, how are you still there?
Yeah.
You're a piece of shit. Like, fuck you. Didn't he get in trouble for some
I think he like cheated on his wife or something.
Yeah, some
like
wild
that.
shit.
Yeah, there was like a. Oh wait, no, he wasn't the one who did blackface, was it? There was somebody.
Maybe
this was several years ago. I can't remember who it was. Somebody of a political figure. No, it wasn't.
That's
no.
Trudeau. That's Justin Trudeau. He's Canadian. Okay. Well, not about to be. That's the other thing. He stepped down as Prime Minister of Canada, which is kind of wild. And I found out about they can in Canada, they can be if the party leader is elected by the party, right? And if they become prime minister, they can, as long as they keep having that person as the prime minister or the leader of the party, he can stay as prime minister. That motherfucker's been prime minister of Canada for fucking 10 years, and he's just now stepping down.
Yeah,
like it's. For us, like, we have, like, bro, you got your 4 years, better do some shit right, or you ain't coming back.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
100%.
But these motherfuckers, you could be a prime minister of Canada for fucking 50 years.
That's crazy,
It's
bro.
fucking wild.
Dude, that's fucking nuts, dude.
I only learned that because we have one of my coworkers, he lives in Canada, and he was telling us about, like, the whole political system, and I'm like, what the fuck? I'm like, nope, don't want to go to Canada.
Yeah, no, it's apparently, shout out to my good buddy, Ali Ice. But, excuse me.
Well,
excuse me. Sorry about that.
Sorry to keep you awake.
No, not. That's not that it, that's not it at all. Excuse me. Shout out to my buddy, Ali Ice. But, no, he was telling me that it's kind of, it might look okay from the outside looking in, but if you were to live there, you know, especially with their healthcare system, you know.
Yeah, I heard the healthcare system, even though they have free healthcare, there's still issues with it. And because every other country, like, whoa, how come America doesn't have free healthcare? Every citizen, yeah, I agree. There should be tiers. If you want to get the free shit, you get what you pay for type shit. You know what I'm saying? But it should be available. You know what I'm saying? But like, they have it, but it could take them, if they needed some kind of procedure done, it could be months.
Yeah.
Which is wild.
That is the next point I was going to get to. So that is what he basically told me. This was maybe a year and a half or so ago.
Yeah, but it's been like that forever.
But he had a family relative who needed some care. And I was like, oh, when's their, you know, operation and this and that? And they were like, oh, not for another month and a half. And I was like, what the fuck for? And I was like, hey man, he's like, with the free health care out here, he's like, the lines are long as shit. He's like, if you need a transplant or something, he said you could be waiting forever. He said you could die. You know,
usually if you need a transplant, that probably what's going to happen if you got to wait that long.
Yeah,
I mean, it's not easier here because you gotta find a donor still.
No, that I agree with. And I'm not saying that it's better one way or the other, but the idea that we as Americans, you know, it's like, hey man, I really wish we had free health care, but then you think of something as simple as going to the doctors for like a cold, and it's like, oh hey man, you got to wait 3 weeks. It's like, well, I'll probably be better by then.
Yeah,
you know, so it's kind of a double-edged sword because things are taxed more out there. You did tell me. So like the cost of a video game out here, normal edition, nothing special, typically would run you about $60, $59.95. Out in Canada, the same game runs them about $80. So
it's pretty close to here too, though.
Yeah, depending on what still. But just in general, things they do, I think, pay more expenses, and that is the result is obviously the free healthcare and all that stuff like that.
Yeah, it's I don't know, it's fucking weird. Everything's weird right now.
I know, dude. Isn't it like, dude? Do you feel like the planet is like? I
And
think we're in a black hole.
I don't know, man, but this shit keeps happening, and it's because I remember I feel like we've had this conversation before. I'm like, shit's weird, man.
No, it is, dude. My work week. Not that anybody cares about it, but bro, I had like just the craziest work week. And
don't let me. Keep going. You just reminded me of something.
Nothing. It's busy. We have one of our guys out who's out on a cruise. Hopefully, he had a good time. Shout out to him. But anyway, just things were just all over the place. Things felt off. Something occurred at work. Somebody backed a car into one of our gigantic bay doors that opens. Shattered it. It started dangling, almost killed somebody. Then I was freezing for like a day and a half because there's a giant hole in the wall in the building. They put a trash bag over it. It just fucking sucked, dude. And I got to work yesterday. Then the other night I got on Call of Duty and I was like, well, at least my work day sucked, or like I'm glad that's over with. Now at least I can play some games. I'm getting my ass kicked the first couple games. I was like, what's happening?
Well, you shouldn't let that get.
Well, it didn't bother me, but it's like, I was like, something's not right. So I rectified that the other evening. But regardless, yesterday comes, and I'm like, man, I'm so glad.
You wrecked them.
I rectified it.
Oh.
I didn't rectum
I thought
anything.
you said you wrecked them.
I did not rectify it. That should be the name of the fucking
No,
podcast.
that cannot be it.
It does sound like an adult film. Motherfucker. Yeah, sorry. We're not going to do that. But yeah, dude, it felt weird. Like, it really did. And I thought it was just me. I thought I was tripping.
No.
I know I'm doing my whole dry January thing. I was like, oh, maybe it's just being sober, and I'm just kind of refocusing.
It's not, because I'm not going to give too many details. Fuck was that?
I don't know.
Yeah, more weird shit. Like,
yeah. There's so before we get abducted, Jared, please share.
So I get back, right, for like literally off the airplane, get my Uber. The plane landed at like 5:05, and I'm fucking. I changed flights because it was like 6 o'clock when I woke up, and my flight was at 6:45. I'm like, well, I am not going this early.
Yeah,
like there's no need for me to go this early. So I changed it to 3, which got in at 5:30. And I was thinking, I'm like, fuck, man, I'm going in right during rush hour. Lo and behold, I get in the Uber, and this man's going down GW Parkway because obviously 95 is going to be fucked. And so I'm sitting in the car and that shit for fucking another 45 minutes. Get home, get my bags out, put my bags down, and I get a call from my mother.
I see.
Not giving too many details, but basically she got her car stuck on a block of, or some ice, like a pile of ice. Couldn't get it out.
I've been there. It's definitely not fun.
Again, not many details. She didn't know where she was at. So I had to figure out that, first of all, and then get there. And then couldn't get it off, and people are coming out of their houses trying to help and not helping for whatsoever. And obviously I have my car there, and not all the fucking, first of all, that's a shitty fucking neighborhood, and all those people are fucking shit fucking people. Not the one young lady that was helping out. She was cool. But anyway, they didn't fucking shovel the whole fucking parking lot, so there's no place for me to park, especially with my car. You know.
Yeah, no, understood.
And so I find one, and I'm just parking there because I'm trying to get the car unstuck from where it was at. And then, so I keep checking to see if it's anybody's car, and then, like, maybe, I don't know, after we were out there for a while, I hear this thump, and I'm like, fuck, let me go check on this. So then there's a car, and people are pulling groceries out in front of, like, where my car is. And I'm like, oh, being polite. You know, I'm going through some fucking shit. I'm tired. I'm hungry. Haven't eaten all day, and fucking just got off a fucking plane from a long ass work week.
Yeah.
And I'm like, hey, am I in your way? He was like, yeah, you're in my way. Like fucking really fucked up. Like, you know what I'm saying? And I'm like, hey, bro, relax. You know what I'm saying? I'm moving the shit. So I move the car, and as I'm moving, he's walking past, and I roll my window, and I'm just looking at him like, bro, if you only knew right now.
Yeah.
Like, I'm not going to do, let me be just the guy, the regular, let me be a human being and move on. So then, I ended up having to call a tow truck to pull it. They got it out. So then the next day, I go home, chill. Next day, I come out to go somewhere, and I see, like, rubber on my door. Like, somebody hit it, or, like, with a foot or something. So I'm like, this motherfucker hit my car. Because it didn't register at the moment, because I was like, I might have to fight this dude.
Yeah.
But I just moved my shit, and it was dark. So when I saw that, I got pissed off again. And I'm like thinking in my head, I'm like, hey, bro, I know where you live.
Yeah.
I know the exact house, and I know your car.
Yeah.
What part of, like, the registered, people don't think, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah. No, they don't.
And if I really wanted to, I could possibly do something.
Yeah.
So I've been trying to keep myself calm, because every time I see it on the door, I'm like, this motherfucker, bro. I was going through some shit at the moment, and you still gotta act like that. Like that shit was, I don't know, that was some fucked up shit. And it's just, people just have been, maybe it's, I was thinking this, I was like, maybe it's Trump coming back into power, and these people just think they can do whatever the fuck they want. Now,
Damn.
you know what I'm saying?
I didn't think about something.
No, because everybody's been being shitty lately. You know, it's my coworkers and everything. When I was working, everything was cool. But I'm just saying, like, out and about in the world, people are just being shitty, man. Fucking weird.
Yeah. I don't know. Maybe everybody's just had enough of whatever. I don't know. Like,
well, I don't know what it is, but they need to fucking figure it out, because you can't run a society like that.
no, dude, you can't. No, not at all, man. We need to go back to being peaceful and prosperous. You know, just helping one
That's
another.
why I wish this was Texas, because here, yeah, we have guns and all that stuff. This is very pro Second Amendment, but in Texas, it's legal for pretty much anybody to carry concealed.
Okay.
So that's why everybody in Texas is nice, because everybody has fucking guns and probably on them at the moment. You know what I'm saying? Here, there's a process you got to go through to get it concealed. It's just a little more effort, and not everybody takes that effort to do it, which is why the process is the way it is, because it keeps potential people who shouldn't have it from doing it.
No, of course, 100%.
Only because they have to take the extra, because you actually got to go to the courthouse and fucking file the paperwork. It's a process. But I just wish it was like Texas, because, bruh, we would be a much nicer, and I think that, I don't know, that just fucking blew my entire week.
Yeah.
I was like, I just came back, bro. Like, why am I dealing with shit already?
Yeah, dude, you can never have a moment's peace. Trust me, I feel like I've had moments in my life where I'm like, I have like the best high going on, and then literally like 8 seconds later, it all comes crashing down, and you're brought back to reality, kind of thing.
Well, this is what I learned this from one of my mentors / martial arts instructors. He always said, things are never as good as they seem, and things are never as bad as they seem.
Yeah.
Yeah, I take it all in stride, which I need to start remembering that, because, like, when you get to those high points where, like, oh, shit, something's going to fucking, like, wait a minute. It's not as good as you think it is.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Level you out and everything, bring you back down to earth, so to speak.
I don't like saying that. It's just, you got to be conscious that moments won't always last, whether they're good or bad.
Yeah.
I heard an interesting. I forgot who said it, but I heard an interesting thing the other day. Someone was saying that we don't ever like we're like be in the universe. We're like conscious beings all the time. We're, you know what I'm saying? Like eternal, because energy doesn't doesn't dissipate. But we come here to live a life that has beginnings and endings. So because being eternal forever is like exhausting.
Yeah, no.
And
No. I get that.
And I was like, well, that's a fucking cool way to look at it. I forgot who said it. It was some comedian or actor. I can't remember who it was now.
Well, man, speaking of comedy, I know while you were down in Florida, you did a show or shows or.
I only had a chance to do one.
And how was that? I mean, I know that.
To be honest, there's not a lot of easy places to do comedy. There's a lot of music open mics, not a lot of comedy open mics down there.
Really?
Yeah, a lot of people end up going to Tampa, or Miami, but and that's why a lot of comedians, fucking whatever they are, comics, they left Orlando to go to Austin, because there's obviously in Austin there's way more opportunities to be on stage.
I got you.
But anyway, yeah, I only did one. And it was at it's not the Improv anymore. It's called the Funny Bone.
The Funny Bone.
Yeah.
I like it. It tickles my funny bone.
No, there's a bunch of them. I think they're owned by Helium. Is the name of the company that owns the Funny Bones. But yeah. So it was good. I actually was cutting together some a clip that I'm gonna post, because I finally got some time to kind of unwind and get back, because I got to start promoting my shit again. Anyway, but then the next night I went back over there, and because Donnell Rollins was in town, and I was like, "Fuck it, I have nothing else to do." You know what I'm saying? So I went over there, checked it out. Didn't realize that the tickets I bought, because I bought VIP, it was like $10 more. Yeah. Didn't realize they're gonna put me right up front. They put me literally at my knee was touching the stage.
Oh shit!
I mean, and I was sitting backwards. Like the stage is over here, and I'm sitting kind of backwards, so I had to turn, but my knees on the stage. And every time one of the comedians would come over, they're like right here in my face, like literally. Oh shit! I was like, "Hey, bro, like."
They did. Well, hey, you got what you paid for, right?
Yeah, I guess. He kept fucking with me, man. I was like, "Fuck, man! If only you knew, sir. If only you knew." He wasn't like fucking with me, but I was a part of the show.
Oh, that's always good.
If you're in the front of a comedy show, you're gonna get.
I remember I got picked on at your show. That one that I went to. That
did
one.
you?
Yeah, I got picked on a little bit.
Oh yeah, you were right front. You were literally up front.
Yeah.
Oh, I didn't warn you guys. Yeah.
Well, it's all right. I don't mind. It seems it just naturally comes to me.
No, first of all, it's good to. I mean, you got to sit down at the front of a comedy show every now and then. Some people they want to stay in the back. Like that's. I don't know. I was in class. Like when I go to these shows, like I'm going to see Attell the end of this month, and yeah, I go to these joints to basically study. It's like a class for me. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Instead of like you can't like people that you should take a comedy class. No, that's not. If you gotta take a comedy class, you probably aren't gonna make it. Like you just gotta learn. You just gotta do it. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. No, Yeah, taking a class on like something like that, like
all they pretty much really do is teach you kind of their style of how to write a joke and like the structure of a joke. But if you do it more, the more you do it and the more you actually study, like you learn it anyway. You know what I'm saying? Because you start to learn your timing and your cadence and basically what you want to talk about. Like I'm still trying to figure that out, but we're getting closer. I don't know. Yep.
Well, I'm glad that you were able to knock it out of the park down there.
Oh, I saw the Minnesota, some of the Minnesota Timberwolves when I went to a steakhouse in Old Town, like Orlando, and the guy I was with, he was like, "Those guys are pretty big, like they're tall." And then we started digging, like, do the Magic play tonight? And like, who's coming into town? And they were like, okay, Timberwolves play tomorrow. They play them tomorrow. And the guy I was with, he recognized one of them when they were leaving, and then we looked it up. He was like, "Oh yeah, that was so and so. That was so and so." I'm like, "Oh, I'm just fucking eating dinner next to the Minnesota Timberwolves."
Hey, that's
like
pretty
it's
cool.
nothing.
Every time you go out, you seem to run into a celebrity.
Oh, bro, I was thinking that at that moment. Every time I go somewhere, I run into somebody.
Yeah, dude, you're like, dude, just go to fucking Hollywood, dude. You're probably running to. Well, actually, don't do that.
No,
Don't do that. They might kidnap you.
I wouldn't go. I'm not a Hollywood person. I lived in California. I don't want to live out
Play
there
the fucking
again.
lottery for crying out loud.
I don't think I would live in New York, but there's good comedy there. I would probably go to Austin if I did. If and when I do move down there, and I'm not saying I'll live down there forever, but at least 2 or 3 years, just to
Free your mind.
kind of
Free your mind.
build an audience and just get better. You know what I'm saying?
Getting better.
It's hard to get better when you can only do it 2 or 3 times a week. And if I want to get good, I need to be fucking every night doing some shit. So
I got you.
not saying I don't have good material, but I think I would create more material faster if I could do it more times a week.
Well, no, that makes sense. I mean, repetition is the father of learning.
Because sometimes you're just up there saying shit, and then you think about it later, and you're like, oh, that's kind of funny, and that might go with this bit that I was trying to work on. So,
Yeah, you're just like putting pieces together.
Yeah.
I mean, practice makes perfect at the end of the day.
mm-hmm.
But again, consistency with anything is always key. This show is a result of that. Hello, world. Hello, internet.
For all 0 people watching.
Jeez Louise. We know.
The last few weeks have been, I don't know what's going on.
Man, we need some star power on here, man. We need to.
Yeah, we need a guest.
We need somebody, whoever you are, out there listening.
I just haven't really been. As we say, nobody's here. Epic fucking pops in.
Oh, thank God. He has come to save us from our obscurity.
Is it because we were on time this week or what?
I don't know what it means.
Or decent. We were kind of on time.
Well, a little bit.
Yeah.
So what I wanted to discuss with you is, did you finish Silo?
Yep, I finished it last night.
So I just wanted to kind of break down your thoughts on the second season overall.
Okay, so remember a couple weeks ago, or whenever.
It was a few weeks ago, probably.
We were talking about it, and but I was like, yeah, like there's too many storylines going on. I'm pretty sure I said the same thing about the first season, but then the last episodes always fucking bring the shit around.
Yeah,
and it's like, oh, okay, I like this season again.
Yeah. So I thought I said in a few weeks ago that I thought I kind of enjoyed the second season a little more than the first, and so the season finale came out yesterday. And I watched it late last night, because I was like, I gotta watch this. And I was very, very happy with it. And at the same time, I was like, wait a second. What the fuck is this? And now it's starting to like maybe make sense. The show is going in the direction I maybe didn't initially think it was going, in a good way.
Which direction do you think it was going to go?
So like, just like the mysteries around, without obviously giving anything away. I mean, we still don't really know the answers. But the mysteries around the silo, and then kind of with the bombshell, no pun intended, ending of season 2, with the thoughts, the conspiracies that you could think of. And I don't want to like give too much away without spoiling anything.
Well, I don't think anybody's really watching. I think we're the only. Well, I doubt that. I'm sure people are watching it, but
it's a really good show, and so I am excited to see kind of the why next season. But I'm sure we're gonna have to wait like another year, dude, and that sucks. I hope not, but I'm sure that's the case.
Well, we had to wait over a year for this one.
Yeah, I know that, and it's just like I just want more.
But the thing about that show, it's one of those shows is like you're gonna want more, but we're gonna you kind of want it to not come out all at once because when it's over, you're gonna be like, fuck.
Yeah, no, I did think of that too.
Because there's only 2 more seasons.
Which is fine, which is completely fine with me. I just enjoyed the quality of it, and to your credit, with all the storylines and everything kind of all over the place, I like how it all kind of wrapped up and kind of nestled itself into like a little Easter basket kind
I
of
want to
thing.
know what the fuck he found out.
I know, it's crazy, dude, right? It's crazy.
Because I remember in season 1, didn't she find that tunnel?
So they found it.
But they didn't go near it.
They didn't go near it because they found the blueprint or the schematic in, I think, the very first episode or the first season.
Yeah, her boyfriend found it.
And it's just at the very bottom of the silo. It's like, is that a tunnel?
Yeah.
And then that question does semi get answered or does get answered, but the tunnel is more than a tunnel. And
yeah,
it's like, whatever I'm about to tell you, you can't tell anybody. And it's just kind of crazy because Tim Robbins is a phenomenal actor. He's doing a great job.
Oh, everybody is.
They're
all good.
Yeah. No.
You know that one chick I found out, one with the hair, her hair's always braided. I don't know her name, but she's one of the mechanical
Yes,
people.
I do know which one.
She's English.
Really?
Yeah.
I did not know. Well, I remember the first time I heard, who was it? I can't remember. I think it was either Hugh Jackman. No, it was
Idris Elba.
No, it was Andrew Lincoln, the guy that plays Rick Grimes or Rick in The Walking Dead. He's Australian.
Oh,
yeah, but
he looks Australian.
well, dude, the very first time I ever saw him in a show was The Walking Dead. Then he's like on Jay Leno one night, and he goes out and starts talking. I'm like, yo, who the fuck is this guy? And they're like, oh yeah, it's Rick from The Walking Dead. And I'm like, what? So
ReZero, I don't know what that is. Epic. He said if you haven't watched ReZero or ReZero, you're missing out. I don't even know what that is.
I think it's an anime. He did actually message it to me.
I'm
He
not
told my
watching that.
sister's into some of them.
I'm not watching that.
Some animes are cool though.
Some are, but
I know there's a lot out
it
there.
has a hard. It just some of them are just hard for me to get into. I guess I don't know why. I don't know why. Like, yeah, I don't.
It's okay. I mean,
I guess I just don't like. I don't know. Like I said, and then when you say anime, it could be like a regular cartoon, but just because it's Japanese, it's anime.
yeah, I think so. I think that's how it works.
Like Transformers originally was that's Japanese.
Yeah, no,
And
but
Voltron, all that shit.
I would consider Voltron more anime than Transformers.
Yeah, no, I agree.
Yeah.
But it's just that style is, I don't know, it doesn't do much for me. But I know people who love anime. Like,
No, see, I like some, but I'm not like gonna go out and search for any to watch. I mean, I cater to the classics like Dragon Ball Z and I know Gundam Wing and Cowboy Bebop and things of that nature.
Cowboy Bebop. I used to watch that just because I was waiting for Adult Swim to start. I mean, that was part of Adult Swim for a while, but but like I'm talking about the shows that I watched, like can't even remember the name of it, with the fucking Frylock and Aqua Teen Hunger Force.
Yeah,
I drew a blank on that one. And then there's a few other ones. Man, there should be some good cartoons on Adult Swim. It used to be the Sunday night lineup was fire. Venture Brothers.
Venture Brothers was real good.
That was my shit. Frisky Dingo, which I looked that up recently. There was only like 2 seasons of that, and there weren't that many episodes.
Were you a Space Ghost Coast to Coast guy?
Kind of. But I didn't. You know what I really fucked with was C Lab 2020?
Yeah,
that was my shit.
that was dope too.
But that would come on after Space Ghost.
Yeah.
But C Lab was my shit. I thought that shit was fucking fun, and I liked it because it was the old style, like cartoon, like Hanna-Barbera, Justice League back in the day. What was it called back in the? No, Super Friends.
Friends, yeah.
Yeah.
Super Friends with the old animation and everything.
Yeah, it was drawn in that style. That's why I like C Lab. And then C Lab was a hard.
That reminds me of that show on Nickelodeon, Kablam, that had all those. It was basically a half hour, like most children's shows are, But Kablam was basically like a mash of all sorts of different styles of animation and cartoons. It was like it was like putty characters. The other one was like comic strips. The other ones was action figures. Just a very wild premise. But I was such a
I'm
fan
talking
of
about
it.
adult cartoons.
I know, but I did just the feel of the show, something like that, like how you enjoyed that style.
Harvey Birdman, Attorney at Law, was another one for me.
Oh yes, that's right. He was.
Stephen Colbert was on there. Did you know that? He was his boss.
I want to say
He looks just like Stephen Colbert. But he's got the eye patch.
I want to say I did know that, but I can't remember.
I didn't find out till years later, and like as soon as I found out that it was him, I was like, "Oh, I'm a fan of this guy," because he's been funny for fucking ever.
Dude, just walking around in his walking around in his suit and everything.
Harvey Birdman, Attorney at Law.
Man, dude, they don't make them like they used to, man.
No, they probably do. We just don't know that they exist.
Oh, this is true too.
Adult Swim got kind of wild after a while. Like Squidbillies, I liked it, but that was one of those that took me some time to kind of get used to. But then they would go off the rails with what was the other one? It wasn't a cartoon. It was Tim and Eric's Great Show or some shit like that.
I've heard of it. I don't think I may have seen it.
It was some wild shit.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Because at a certain point, I did kind of, I don't want to say fall off of Cartoon Network, but it did to a degree.
No, I just turn it on Cartoon Network just for Adult Swim. I wasn't there watching the cartoons during the day.
Oh, I would watch some, not all. I would watch
like maybe fucking SpongeBob, but that's Nickelodeon.
Yeah, no. So
sorry, I didn't mean to cut you off. I would tell you this: I watched one of the games in my hotel room while I was gone on Nickelodeon because I was just surfing and the game. I had heard about them doing games.
Yeah.
But I never actually watched it on Nickelodeon because I don't have regular cable. So I watched it. I was like, I'd rather watch this than the fucking game because I don't have to hear fucking motherfuckers blah, blah, blah the whole time. At least I can get some funnies out of it at the same time.
Yeah.
It was pretty cool.
No, it's I saw like clips of it when they did, I think, which game was it where The Simpsons, where Homer commentated it or like announced it or something like that?
Yeah, that's Fox. That's not.
Yeah, but just the, sorry, I just wanted to let my head breathe because it's so fucking huge. I'm sorry.
No, that's not your head. You just, I don't know. Keep going.
Yeah, anyway.
Johnny Bravo. Yep.
Johnny Bravo. Okay, so yeah, that's what I was going to say. I was going to say Johnny Bravo, Dexter's Laboratory. All right. We definitely got to have Dragon Ball Z in there. Johnny Quest.
Johnny Quest was a good one.
We can definitely say the Justice League. I am a fan of Scooby-Doo. I'm not going to lie to you. I don't know who anybody
was
who is
when I was a kid.
Yeah, but that's obviously when I was watching it. But other than that, what else would I watch? I will say there's a show that everybody loves, and I thought it was okay, and I enjoy it, but I'm not like diehard, is Ed, Edd and Eddy. Yeah, everybody loves it.
You got to remember, you're younger than me, so your cartoons are different than mine.
Well, I was a big fan of Rocco's Modern Life.
That was my shit. I used to love Rocco.
Back in that day.
Heifer.
Oh, man. Mr. and Mrs. Bighead. No.
I love Rocco.
Oh, dude. Oh,
Rugrats was my shit, too.
Rugrats?
And again, you got to remember, I was a little bit older when these shows were on.
Yeah.
So I would watch it because the shit was funny.
Well, they're funny, and there was quality cartoons, damn it, you know.
I mean, I'm sure there are now. I don't know because I don't have kids and I don't watch them. So
this is true. So here, let's do this. What is one show that everybody, and we can't use Dragon Ball Z. We're going to use.
No, you're the only one putting Dragon Ball Z anywhere in this. So
no, okay. So what is one show that everybody loves? Cartoons like that everybody cherishes from, back in the day that you're just like, I'm not a fan of this at all.
Maybe Ren and Stimpy. I watched it, but
I think that's a fair answer.
I didn't get the appeal that everybody was like, oh my God, Ren, did you see Ren and Stimpy last night? I'm like,
yeah, no. So I can agree with that one. I think mine, if I had to guess, man, this is gonna be tough because I'm a fan.
Invader Zim, yeah.
Oh, Invader Zim is really good, dude.
I like that one.
Wait,
I didn't watch it a lot though. No, I think he's saying it's one that he didn't think was all that, but people thought it was good.
Oh man, dude, John, you don't like Invader Zim. If anybody would like that show, I think it would be John. As crazy as that sounds. Mine would probably have to be. Sorry, I like a lot of cartoons.
You know what motherfuckers don't really talk about? Motherfucking Doug.
Doug is the shit.
Doug is the shit.
Yeah, Doug is the shit, bro. I don't want to hear shit. If you shit talk Doug, Skeeter, and Patty Mayonnaise, Roger Klotz, get the fuck out of here.
That was one of my
The
favorite
fucking
cartoons.
beats, dude, get out of here. Banging on a trash can, drumming on a street light. Yeah, come on, man. Get the fuck out of here, dude. Doug is like, and his fucking dog, Pork Chop, dude. Get out of here.
He said Gurr was the only good character.
Well, of course, it's Gurr. Gurr!
I don't think I really watched Invaders Zim like that. I think I may have seen it once.
I would say mine would, but probably have to be Cat Dog.
Yeah, no, I was off on that one.
Yeah,
And a couple times I did watch it, I'm like, I don't see what everybody likes this one for.
See, I didn't mind it, but I wasn't crazy about it.
Yeah,
I
same
didn't
here.
have to. I actually liked the theme song more than anything. Went into the world a little cat dog.
I couldn't tell you.
Yeah.
Fucking couldn't tell you that.
And it's not a terrible show, but I would say that's the one that people really, really liked, and I was just like, it's okay.
You know what? I bet you didn't see. It was Adult Swim. It was fuck, I can't remember the name of it. The Oblongs.
No, I don't think I have seen that.
Man, you missing out on that one.
If you're able to pull it up, I can tell you if I've potentially seen it. It doesn't sound familiar to me.
The Oblongs.
Is it older, or is it kind of like
It
more
was around the same time as the ones we were talking about.
Okay, then it's very possible I haven't seen this. Do you know what's crazy? Is I've seen these characters.
Yeah, this fucking
Okay.
show is fucking wild. And I think it was a slept on cartoon, to be honest. But like they got these Siamese brothers, and like the dad has no legs and no arms. The mom is normal, and I forgot what the other ones are. It's been so long since I've seen it, but this was my shit. It was an Adult Swim cartoon, and I don't think it got talked about enough, but it was good. See, even 7 out of 10 on IMDb. That's not bad.
Well, I like that, but the reason I remember it is because of the mom, like her hair, just like the tall yellow hair. So I do remember it, but just vaguely. I couldn't tell you.
Oh, Will Ferrell was. He was the dad.
Oh shit! So now I really have to watch this because
Yeah, man, that shit is. It's one of my favorite cartoons. Like, as an adult, anyway.
Will Ferrell just randomly coming up.
Yep.
Jeez Louise.
He's a huge hockey fan.
Well, hockey is he went to the hockey game dressed as Elf this past year.
I know, and you know what made me think about that is remember that when I went to L.A. Was that fucking 3 years ago now? I think
it was a while ago.
Yeah, 3 or 4 years ago. The Kings game that I went to after the Lakers game, the next night, he was at that game. That's why I was like, when I saw him do the game with the Elf thing, I was like, this motherfucker really I didn't know he was that big of a hockey fan.
Yeah, he's like super into it.
And he's an LA guy. He's from LA, so like, I don't know, just interesting facts about Will Ferrell.
Yeah, here we like to drop a little bit of knowledge here on the Mad Scientist Live podcast.
Every now and then.
Every now and then, and you can catch us anywhere you get your podcasts. That is Apple Music, Spotify, all that good stuff. And every Saturday live around 6:30 p.m.-ish here on Twitch, and every Monday 9 a.m. sharp for the visual on YouTube. This is Smooth Jazz 107.5.
Shut the fuck up.
Giving a shout out to all the foxy ladies in the DMV. All right.
Okay.
Sorry, I've always wanted to do that. Sorry.
There's some things I've been thinking about that I want to work into some bits.
That's good. But do you know what I've been working into some bits and pieces? Bits
Don't
and
fuck
pieces.
If you say anything about some fucking achievements, I'm gonna fucking lose my goddamn mind.
I am this close, folks. This close
God.
to obtaining the final achievement in Red Dead Redemption 2.
This is giving me
Emotional damage.
Imagine completing it. I unlocked my very first achievement.
motherfucker. I have fucking started that game over so many fucking times because I just I forget about it, and because I tell you what, it's mostly because I don't feel like riding that horse all over the goddamn place again.
So you got replay mode.
Yeah, but it takes a while, even though you have that in.
Yeah. Well, so I have.
Oh wait, there's
there's a replay mode. That's how I get my gold medals for the achievement I'm doing.
Shit.
Yeah. So where you can just play any mission that you like, and then,
yeah. But I want to hear the story too.
Well, it goes through the story. It'll show the cutscenes. You can play them in order.
Oh, okay.
That and it'll eliminate all the
walking back and forth.
Yeah.
Oh shit.
That's dude. If I had to do all that and like play through that, dude, that game story alone is easily 60 to 80 hours, and that's crazy.
Yeah, I know.
Yeah. So
I remember when I was playing it, people around me got upset because I was playing it all the time.
Dude, it was crazy because I remember when Chapter 6 finished and, the unfortunateness occurred and the epilogue happened. I was like, man, I finally made it to the end of the game. And then there's like 25 more missions, and it's like, what the fuck is happening? And I thought the game was over, and it wasn't.
We all thought it was over.
No. Play more. Give us more.
Speaking of that and playing, I'm in the campaign of fucking Black Ops 6 right now.
Ah, nice.
Fucking, well, I haven't obviously been playing it until I played the other night a little bit, but fucking game is fucking hard. I mean, it's not like super hard, but it's kind of fucking hard.
Depends on, because the maps or the missions.
And why the fuck do aliens and zombies got to come out? I'm trying to kill people, man.
So the cool thing about the campaign is the reason all that's tied in is because
of the fucking zombie shit. I get it.
Yeah, it's all tied in from the original Black Ops game, which is really, really cool. Which I thought was cool. It's nice it's just.
But I thought it was Black Ops, just like government, like undercover government shit.
Yes, but what they did is they incorporated the zombies mode into in the overall storyline, and it makes sense, and it's just really cool. Even though
I didn't know I was gonna be killing zombies, and I fucking hate zombies.
Well, you're not necessarily killing zombies. It's a.
I don't tell me. I'm not there. I know what's happening because
okay.
I know the gas and all that shit is making me fucking nuts.
Yeah. So okay. Well, then that's really you're smart. Okay. So anyway. But
you can tell.
No, okay, I know. Well, that's why
motherfucker's coughing and then he's fucking seeing shit like.
Yeah, that normally how's that sound? That's what happens when you smoke marijuana as well. Well, no, you don't see shit when you do that. Maybe something else. Maybe if we smoked peyote.
I don't know. I think I need to do some ayahuasca.
Do you really want to go out into the woods somewhere, dude, and just trip?
Fuck yeah, hell yeah. Because, man, look. Like we were talking about earlier about the energy and being eternal beings, there's got to be a connection to that stuff from here. Like, it's too intermingled as far as the universe goes for us not to be able to have a connection and a conscious connection to it.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
No, of course.
I know this is like hoity-toity, whatever shit. But this is just shit that I think about. Matter of fact, it was, and I need to fucking talk to her more, but one of my coworkers, I found out, like, she's probably, just in case, she's one of my favorite coworkers.
All right.
And, like, I only get to see her once a year, and then, like, so, like, when we get together and we go, like, hang out and shit, like, I learned, like, new weird shit. Like, she's basically a witch.
Oh, that's fucking scary. Be careful.
It's not. There's other things that I learned, and I was like, oh, this is okay. All right, this is different, but it's not that. But anyway, she's goth and all that shit.
Okay.
But, like, she was like, yeah.
Plot twist.
I can do. And I was just like, wait, did you just say you're a witch?
Yeah.
Like,
yeah, I would probably turn and, No,
she's cool as shit, but and like she's the only
most goth girls are.
She's the only other person that I can like talk to about games and shit.
Yeah,
because she was like we were just talking and she was like, yeah, I'm gonna go back to the room and play games. Like I was like, what do you mean? She was like, you got it on your PC? She was like, no, I bought my PlayStation. I'm like, what the fuck?
Yeah.
I mean, she lives in Florida, but still, it's like you just like that. If I could have, I seriously was thinking about bringing mine, but I'm like, I don't want to travel with that shit that far. But like, that's what I would have done. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. No,
if it was that close, I would definitely bringing.
Yeah. If I'm gone for days, hell yeah, I'll set that shit up. Free Wi-Fi.
And then it made me want
to.
It made me want to buy a fucking PlayStation 5. I'm like, fuck, man. I don't want to get it yet. I'm waiting for GTA 5.
So
And I'm going to get the Pro, so you can go ahead and fuck off.
fuck off.
Don't be mad because I'm better than you.
Anyway. So since we're talking about consoles, and I know this isn't going to resonate with you at all.
Oh, I don't know if I could do peyote with you in the woods epic. I don't know about that.
No, I don't think that'd be a good idea. I don't think that. You guys got to remember that he killed a bear with his bare hands.
Well, that's what you said.
Yeah, but the bear just not there.
Humans aren't killing bears with their bare hands.
I don't have to. Bear's not included in the picture. But
they're not killing. You're not killing a bear with your bare hands. Sure, we have that, but I don't feel like going.
Yeah, it's pretty pathetic that I think that way. Anyway, what was I getting at? What was I saying?
I don't know.
What was I saying? Refresh my mind. Come on.
I don't remember.
Do it.
You're talking about video games, the PlayStation.
Oh, yes. All right. I'm glad. So this might not pertain to you because I know you don't overly care for it, but Nintendo has revealed the Switch 2.
I saw it. I saw that bullshit.
The Switch 2, right? The Switch 2.
I saw the same fucking product. Yeah, I saw it.
So I wish they would have, first and foremost, hold on. Hear me
Fuck
out. Hear me
Nintendo,
out.
bro.
No. Hear me out.
Fuck Nintendo.
Hear me out. Hear me out.
I said it. Hot take. Fuck Nintendo.
No.
They never will make any good games for adults.
Listen here. So when I first saw it, I am not overly disappointed because what I am disappointed in possibly is they could have called it the Super Nintendo Switch, which I thought it would have been cool.
See, you should have been on the marketing team.
Yeah, that would have been really cool to call it that. And then I bet you if they called it that, everybody'd be like, wow.
So what, they called it Switch 2?
Yeah, they're calling it the Switch 2.
Oh, you know why? Because when they did the Wii, didn't they go the Wii 2 or something?
No, it was Wii U.
Oh, ugh. What the fuck is wrong with Nintendo, man?
They just specialize in first-party games, and again, so I'm not mad at them because the Switch is the biggest selling console. It might not seem
because
like
it's the cheapest.
It's the cheapest,
and it's for kids,
of course. So they're going with if it's not broke, don't fix it. And I like it, and I don't like it.
It's bad.
And at the same time, but I will
because
say,
they innovated when they were doing like evolving and changing stuff. They were granted there was more competition back then.
Yeah,
but they were improving gaming overall just by doing different shit. And they stepped away from that.
And that's what some people think. But what this device does have the power to do, we're going to see the specifications of it in April when they do the Nintendo World Show.
Everybody has their own fucking show now. It's fucking stupid. I was just thinking about that every day. Everybody has an award show. Anyway, go ahead. I'm sorry.
No, it's okay. But it would have been cool. Well, no. So it's supposed to have the power of a PlayStation 4, the Switch 2. But my biggest
you can have all that power and then not develop games.
That I understand.
Yeah.
And I know that's more of where you're coming from and what you look for in a video game as opposed to me who is willing to give anything a try for the most part.
I mean, I'll give anything a try. Like I played Marvel Rivals like on her PlayStation, and I was just like, it's cool. It's just not my style of play.
Yeah, no, it's very.
I've noticed
me of Overwatch.
It's that's what a lot of people are saying. But what I've noticed is on Twitch, it's mostly female or women streamers that are playing it. I don't see a lot of guys playing it.
Some of my friends are currently playing it, but obviously I've been running some Warzone and just multiplayer with my guys. No, but the one thing I do like about the bigger screen, my biggest complaint about the original Switch, because it's got some really good games on it. Not everything I'm going to play or like for it.
A Stream Deck.
I know. But at the same time.
A Stream Deck with less possibilities.
So my biggest gripe was the controller, the Joy-Con. Like the joysticks are small. The controller's made for kids. And you'd have to buy a Pro controller, which I always kind of wanted to do. They're like $50, nothing crazy, but it's more of a console size, like an Xbox or PlayStation style controller that has, more for adults. So I do like that the Joy-Con the Joy-Con controller is bigger. The buttons are bigger. It's got a bigger, just pad to insert them in. So that I do like about it.
You like inserting things into pads, huh?
Oh yeah, all the time. Is everything okay?
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. All right. I just
Told you I had a rough week.
yeah. Don't we all?
It wasn't that. It was just that coming back was the
Well, yeah. No. I get it, man.
the kicker.
But what I was going to say is, so I'm intrigued to see what kind of games they're going to put out. Obviously, there's going to be a brand new Mario, brand new Zelda, maybe Metroid or Xenoblade or something like that. And those are games that I'm willing to play. However, it has a rumored price tag of $500, and that I am not okay with.
Well, you got to pay if this is going to be as powerful as the PlayStation. That's why it's because you got to pay for that hardware.
That I can understand from that perspective.
And
if it was $400, I would just feel it. I feel that would be the sweet spot.
And that means, I mean, they may,
of course,
change their mind because they're like, wait a minute, we're not selling shit. But I guarantee the PlayStation 6 or Xbox or whatever the fuck comes out next is probably going to be close to $1,000.
It wouldn't surprise me with the cost of everything nowadays.
Yeah,
we can't even eat.
The Pro is out now. That's $700.
Yeah, it's nuts, dude. The one
I'm gonna get it. I keep I keep almost hitting the buy button.
Just fucking do it. Just do it.
Yeah, but there's other shit. I gotta get my car straight.
But when you, obviously be an adult first, which is the hard part. Because trust me, when I was trying to find my Series X, it took me a year and a half to finally have enough money. Put it this way, when I had money for it, I could never fucking find it anywhere at any time. When I didn't have money, it's like, oh, hey, we have 10 in stock. It's like, fuck.
I don't know. Is it worth buying the 5 now, or should I just wait till GTA 6?
Well, it depends on what you want to get out of it. I mean, if you
there's no games. It's easier to stream on there.
Well, that's one pro. I mean, the only con I would say, if anything, is just what you're willing to put into it. If it is a several $100 investment. See, I don't mind dropping, $500 because I use mine, daily.
No, I'm look, if there's a game or games, like when I got my PlayStation 4, I didn't get it until Red Dead was out because I got the package. Red Dead was in the box with the PlayStation. And then as soon as I was done with Red Dead, I was on to Spider-Man, and I fucking was playing the shit out of that. And then fucking life happens, and
of course,
whatever, and nagging people happen. But yeah, that's where that went. And then,
I got you. But it really just like, if you were gonna go buy one, then I would say have a couple of games in mind that you want to play or replay.
Ghost of Tsushima.
It's coming. It's coming
this
out.
Year?
The sequel is. I think it's coming out next year. But I will say this: if you do wait to get the Pro, I can almost guarantee there's going to be some Grand Theft Auto style bundle to a degree. I mean, I couldn't see them not having one. It's. I said this when the game was.
It's too iconic of a game, but it won't be right when the game comes out. It's going to be a while.
No, I would think you would probably find a bundle of something like that. It's like, hey, brand new console, GTA 6 included, $750 or whatever it is, with the Pro. Or the Pro is the digital only one. Is that correct?
Yes.
Okay. So
you can buy a CD for it, or a CD drive.
A drive for it? Okay, so I actually did not know that.
When I was looking at them the other day, I saw it. It had a drive that you could get, and I was like,
I personally would like to get one at some point to experience some games that are coming out here in the future, Sony related. But at the same time,
like what? Name so I can.
Here, well, I do
sell me on it.
Sell you on it? Well, I do. Since I still haven't played the first Ghost of Tsushima, I can't say that word to save my life.
Tsushima.
I'm not going to try it again. The sequel is coming out.
I haven't finished the first one. Actually, now you fucking fucked me up.
So the sequel is coming out. I would really like to experience both of those games.
Wait, which ones? Ghost of Tsushima and who?
The sequel. They're they're coming out with a new Onimusha game. I think that's going to be multi-platform, so I could obviously play that on Xbox.
You're not going to sell that one for me.
Well, it's a samurai game, so maybe.
I saw that one. No, it's not going to be as good as Ghost of Tsushima.
It might not be, but I also haven't played.
Although Ghost, I'm not going to keep trying to say it either because it's fucking my tongue up.
It's insanely difficult.
Ghosts can get repetitive.
Yeah.
after a while. And like my problem is, and you're gonna have the same problem. That's why I haven't finished it, because I end up it doesn't make you, but you every time you end up somewhere, you just automatically, well, this side mission is right here. I might as well get it done, and now you're so far off of the path to the main mission that like as you're going back to the main mission, you're like, well, I might as well do this. It kind of makes you.
Well, it's good. You probably upgrade your character and stuff much better that way.
Oh yeah. My motherfucker he whip anybody's ass.
So I still have yet to play the new Spider-Man games. That's something I would like to play. Even
Damn
if
it, RJ! Now I'm gonna go play that game tonight.
Those are just a small hand. I am very curious to see the hype behind Astrobot.
I've watched one of my favorite streamers. She was playing that right before the New Year. And because she wanted to know what the hype was, and she was like, "Yeah, it's cool."
Yeah, again, that is not a console seller for me by any means, but I am curious to see. You know, it won a Game of the Year award, so I'd like to see exactly what
I think
the
it's
hype
because
is.
it's kind of a kid game.
That's cool. I mean, if
it's a Nintendo feely type game.
Hey, if it's fun and addictive, I could see why. But
you know what I would compare it to? It's like 3D Sonic. Well, no, was it? No, what was it? When Mario first became 3D?
Super Mario 64?
I think so.
Yeah.
And then, like, Sonic. It's like those two kind of mixed.
Okay. Well, I mean, that actually sounds kind of fucking intriguing to me. To
it
be
is.
honest with you.
But it's nothing novel. But I don't know why it was Game of the Year, to be honest.
I also have we also have Naughty Dog's new game that's coming out, which looks
I love Naughty Dog.
Yeah. So you know there is a good. I know Final Fantasy is going to get that third set for the 7.
Bro,
I know that.
You know what? We don't talk. We always give Rockstar props. We don't give Naughty Dog enough props on this show.
Well, I would be the first person to tell you I'm a huge fan of Jak and Daxter. I don't know if you ever played those games on the PlayStation 2. And then you definitely should. What else? No, who made Ratchet and Clank? I think that was Insomniac Games that made Ratchet and Clank.
Yeah, that's Call of Duty.
No, Insomniac is
Insomniac. Didn't they do some of the Call of Duties?
Maybe back in the day. It might have always been Activision.
No. I just played something recently that was Insomniac. I could have swear Black Ops is Insomniac.
It might be, but can you type in Ratchet and Clank for me though, if that's okay? Because I want to say Naughty Dog made that too. But I also feel like it's Insomniac Games.
Yeah, Insomniac.
Okay, all right. Woo, I still got it.
Hold on. Let's see. Insomniac. Oh, there's a bunch of... Yeah, but the main one is Insomniac.
Yeah, so I'm a huge Jak and Daxter fan. I know you're not overly big on the Uncharted stuff, but I'm a big fan of that trilogy as well.
No, I liked it. It's just... I'm telling you, when I get into repetitive shit, and like if the puzzle is too complicated, then I'm like, nah, I'm not fucking. I want to just flow.
And since we are on the topic of games, something I have been really itching to do, and I'm probably going to do it. The only thing I have to figure it out is how I'm going to set it up, and I am going to start kind of like a mini retro console collection. I follow a couple just random old pages.
Somebody jacked me for my fucking place. My Sega Genesis.
Dude, yeah, I know that feeling all too well. I hate that shit. No, but I will say this: it's just kind of I've just gotten kind of the itch to do something like that. Some of the things that people held, I just wish I was smarter as a kid. But back in the day, it's like, hey, trade it in, get this.
Well,
I had so much cool shit.
First of all, that's what that is what they did. That's how those companies. But notice those companies aren't even around anymore.
No.
Like Funko Land. What was it before Funko Land?
It wasn't it Funko Land, then EB Games, and then it became GameStop, or was it Electronic Boutique?
I don't remember.
Well,
either way,
that's what EB is. Never
anyway,
mind.
those companies aren't around. Oh, GameStop's around barely.
Funko Pop Land. That's what I call it.
Yeah, but there wasn't any Funko Pops when I was going there.
That's what I'm saying.
When I fucking sold my entire collection. It wasn't a whole lot of games, but my fucking NES with all my games, my fucking light gun, and 2 controllers for $50 fucking dollars.
Yeah.
And all I could do was get fucking Lion King for Genesis. Like, I got ripped off, bro. They were ripping people off.
Oh yeah, I know. And the worst part about that whole transaction is that game that you got was insanely difficult. Insanely difficult.
Who the fuck are you telling? I played it every day for probably a couple years.
I saw the only reason it's funny that you bring that up. I randomly saw some random
Same here.
video
We probably saw the same one.
of some young lady playing the Lion King.
Yep.
On, I guess, Genesis or some emulator.
No, what I saw was they were talking about how difficult the game was.
Well, yeah, but this person got a game over. They were a couple levels in, and everybody's so used to the autosave feature in games now, or a checkpoint. Like, oh, at least I got a checkpoint.
I have to start over?
Yeah, so this person was like, game over. Game over. Like, and they were so confused, and they're like, what do you mean I got to start at the beginning? And I was like, yeah, there ain't no fucking retries.
Yeah,
like,
hey, bro, gaming was hard back in the day, son.
The Aladdin game was hard as fuck, too?
That's what I got jacked. Bro, I'm telling you, I still had Lion King.
Aladdin.
And I'm not naming names, but I know who fucking got my shit. Fucking long story, I'll tell you after. Lion King I still had. Aladdin I still had. And I forgot the other. But I would go back and play Aladdin all the time.
Dude, Aladdin was my shit,
I fucking
bro.
loved that. That wasn't that hard, though.
No, the one that always
You
used
know
to get
what
me,
was hard?
the carpet
one.
where you're flying through the fucking
Yeah,
lava.
that
That's
shit
trying to
was
get out
hard.
of his mouth and shit.
I used to get so fucking pissed and then, like, see, now you're getting me hyped.
Yeah.
Fucking, because I knew that once I got to that level, that was one of the hardest levels. I knew throughout the game I had to figure out how to get as many extra lives as I could so I could last through all that shit. And but like you're saying, like the game's over. Like, nah, bitch, you got to get extra lives or you fucking out.
Yeah, you got to. It's just like in Mario or
That's a
even.
good point. That's a good bit. That's a very good bit.
Yeah, you either get. Put it this way: in Sonic, if you play, if we've all played Sonic before, right? If you collect
Sonic 2 was hard.
Sonic 2, it was hard, especially the underwater levels. Well, dude, they're hard in all those games. But if you collect 100 rings in Sonic, you get an extra life in case you die. That kind of thing. That's how it was back in the day, folks. Back in the day. God, world.
What else? Well, back to Lion King. Fuck me. Gaming. We gotta write this down.
It's your to write that down. You need to write this down.
Oh, don't say it again.
Fucking
You just
podcast
did it.
in the world. We are the best in the world. In the world.
Yeah,
Does anybody know if we've been heard in Cuba yet?
You know what? Now that we're talking about that,
What, Cuba?
No, not Cuba.
Oh,
Now that we're talking about like games, that's what I'm saying. Versus back in the day. Sorry, guys, I'm writing a premise down.
I'm gonna watch Jared type and think. It's quite fascinating. A wild Jared out here, typing away on his phone. Crikey!
Why do you keep fucking talking?
No, I don't know. Well, normally you're like, why aren't you talking?
No. It's not, I'm in the middle of the thought, so that's right. So we're talking about gaming now, and gaming back in the day. Let's put it this way. Part of this bit is going to be part of this. Just me getting it out into the world right now so I can put the pieces together. Back in the day, we were talking about how you only had a certain amount of lives.
Oh, 100%.
I think that traumatized me to the point that now when I play a game, even knowing that I can just keep going, I think that traumatized me. So I have PTSD from gaming back in the day. If you're an old school gamer, you probably have PTSD for like only knowing you get 3 lives and that's it.
Yeah, no, dude. Fuck, bro. Trust me. I'll tell you this. While I've been doing this for the last kind of week and a half, because I've been sprinkling it in with some Call of Duty, this achievement in Red Dead Redemption for getting 70 gold medals in story mode is a grind, dude. And I will tell you, some of them are relatively...
that's that. You know what that is? That's fucking trauma from only having a certain amount of lives back in the day.
Oh my god, dude!
If you're just a normal gamer that grew up not in those times, you would have fucking be like, you know what? This is just part of it.
But do you know what makes it hard? Let me just do a quick backstory. If you've played any Rockstar game, whether it's Grand Theft Auto, well, mostly Grand Theft Auto, or even recent Grand Theft Autos and Red Dead Redemption, they have this feature in the game where you can replay or earn medals throughout the story, well, bronze, silver, or gold for creating or checking off certain objectives. Get 10 headshots.
By the way, I noticed you didn't say anything when I fucking called you. When I said "get fucked, old man," because I got 2 safe crackers in a row. In two different games, by the way. I am the achievement hunter now. Fuck RJ. I got 2 safe cracking trophies in 2 different games. And you know when you go under your stats and it says like the rare, ultra rare? Yeah, both were ultra rare, bitch.
Okay, that's okay. The one that I'm attempting to unlock has a 0.06% unlock ratio.
Okay.
Well,
that's pretty good.
Dude, it is insanely difficult and rare. However,
it was a fat phase on life.
It is not. I'm taking all sorts of fucking pictures of this shit because I unlocked my first achievement in that game on October 27th, 2018. It is, what is today's date? It is currently.
Motherfucker, you're way too old.
Dude, it is January 18th, 2025. It has taken me 6.5 years.
We're old.
6.5 years to muster up the courage to unlock.
We've been doing this show for.
We've been doing the show for almost 10 years now, dude.
Yeah.
That's fucking crazy.
Well, I mean, we missed some time in between.
Well, it still doesn't. It doesn't.
But then when we got consistent, it was.
I swear to God. But so to your credit, with the 3 lives on these gold medals, and in Grand Theft Auto, if you obtain, say, Jared, you do a mission, you don't know what the objectives are because they're kind of off in the menus, and you get a silver, and you go and you're like, hey, what do I need to do to get gold? It's like, oh, I have to get finish the level without using a health pack. Okay, sure. So in Grand Theft Auto, you can replay the mission and only do that one objective and then get gold and you're good. So the other 2 that you did, no problem. You don't have to do them again. In Red Dead Redemption, you have to do each objective in one single run. That's what makes it hard.
Oh, yeah, you do.
You have to do it in one single run. So a lot of these missions have time constraints to them.
Yeah.
So while I've been doing this, I've been using YouTube, and this guy, his name is BenG23. That is his PlayStation Network username, and that is his YouTube name. I know this guy's never going to see this. His guides are phenomenal because certain missions, it's like, oh, I can do this without using a guide. No problem. Some, it's like, it's timed. Let me see if this guy uses a shortcut or whatever. Phenomenal guides that have helped me a ton. And I think I'm just about 18 medals away from finishing it. So I'm hoping here in the next several days, because the missions are long. You got to remember, some of these missions in the game are 20 minutes.
Realize you have potential there. Since you do these, you could create your own guide channel.
I could, but I would need.
It takes work. It's going to be a lot of work.
I've always thought about that,
and I don't think you're. I don't want to say this. I don't want to say this the way I'm going to say it.
You don't think I'm mentally capable?
No, I don't think you're willing to put in the amount of effort that it would take.
Well, if you win, dude, I'm telling you, go buy a scratch-off ticket. You're meeting celebrities. You're going to win the lottery.
I did have a number that came up. It was really weird. And I do remember it. I remember the numbers. Because it was funny because I was helping people with the app because we have an app for our event. And like for them to get into the app, to log into the app, they have to put their badge number and their last name. And I had 2 people in a row ask me questions about the app, and they had all the same numbers. This is out of 5,000 people, close to 5,000 people. All the same numbers, but in different order. And I still remember the numbers.
Yeah.
Actually, let me write it down so I don't.
Yeah, don't forget that because that could be our fucking ticket to Tijuana. Don't you guys want to go to Tijuana with the Mad Scientist Lab? Please leave a comment if you do. Because
yeah, I wrote those down.
And then we can go out there and we can get Tijuana in.
Buy XRP as much as you can, as soon as you can. Get to 1,000 coins, and you won't regret it. Yeah, I keep hearing about XRP. Hold on. Once you get, see, here's the thing with that Epic, and I'll look into it. I think I do have XRP somewhere, probably on Coinbase, making Nas rich. But the thing about it, if everybody knows about it already, it's probably too late. That's the only issue with that. I'm down. I'll check it out. But like, if you're telling me I saw it somewhere else, and RJ is about to tell me about somebody that told him, it's too late.
Yeah. So
Okay, this motherfucker. Okay, well, I'll look into it. I will look into it. Wait, so how much right now? It's gonna be too late. It's just like stocks. Wait, how much? Hold on. How much is 1,000 coins right now? I'm sorry. How much is 1,000 coins right now? Go ahead, RJ.
Oh yeah, so to what Epic is saying, I actually had a good customer of ours, actually just come in to see somebody else yesterday, and I briefly spoke with him, and I don't know how we got into this conversation, but he was like, "Hey man, what is it? It's called XRP, right?"
Yep.
He was like, "Why don't you check this out?"
Crypto.
Yeah. He's like, "Have you ever dabbled in it?" And I said, "Me personally, no." I said, "I know some people that have." He said, "It's something you should probably check out." And if you're interested
Why did he say though?
He was just basically saying that at some point in time, it might be the new style of currency, here in the States. Just how we pay for things.
Yeah and no.
It was a very brief conversation.
Again, I haven't paid attention to crypto in a couple years. But I don't know. But it will be at $20 a coin by the end of the year. Oh, okay. Yeah, it's been around for a while, but you also have to think about this. What people don't realize about these altcoins is Bitcoin runs everything. So if Bitcoin crashes again, which it's definitely possible, everything else goes down. Because it's kind of like the steerer of the market. I don't even know if that's a term.
The helm of the ship.
Pretty much. If Bitcoin goes way the fuck up, everything else goes way the fuck up. And of course, day by day, you're gonna have just like stocks. It's similar. I don't know. I've just been more trying to get better at comedy and make sure my life is okay. I don't have time to fucking pay attention to crypto.
Yeah, that's okay. It's okay. We want your life to be okay. Okay.
The fuck is going on?
Nothing. Nothing at all. Nothing out of the ordinary, as they like to say.
I guess we're done. The way you're talking.
No. Actually, I was just trying to be, I don't know, me, I guess.
Okay.
Well,
do it at the camera next time. Okay. It's fucking dead air.
No, it's not dead air, dude. I'm glad you got to fucking whoop ass and fucking trippy golf, and I'm sorry that you lost in go-kart. I'm glad that you got to see Astrobot.
So I felt like a real race car driver too.
Dude, you're supposed to.
They made you buy a fucking.
Did you have a helmet?
Yeah.
Oh my god.
They made you buy a sock to go over your head because.
Oh, you were wearing a sock on your head.
Well, it's not a sock. It was a baklava. I still have it because I had to pay for it.
Oh, damn! They made you pay for it,
bro. It's $30. Yeah, they made you pay for it because you keep it because that way they don't have to clean the fucking helmets every time.
I guess this is true too. Damn, they should have let you keep the helmet for $30. Fuck.
No, $30 for like 5 laps is crazy too. I mean, I guess.
How was the course?
It was fun.
Yeah.
I don't know. I watched so much F1, like I couldn't figure out the brakes, man. The brakes were like really touchy because they were electric. They weren't gas.
Oh my god,
so the brakes were really touchy, and the gas is immediate because it's electric.
So that shit was zipping.
Yeah, and then like trying to, I don't know. I couldn't figure out going around corners, like a deep corner, because I was trying to follow the rules. It was like hit the brakes, but then the guy who I got to get a rematch, he was like, yeah, I never even tapped the brakes. I'm like, what the fuck? I'm trying to follow the rules, and this guy just.
Well, he doesn't have to follow the rules, Jared. He saves lives.
Yeah. Yeah. That's not a joke either.
Yeah, I know. It's crazy. It's crazy. I mean, well, here, don't feel bad. You lost to a modern day hero.
You got to. Here's the thing. Here's the thing, like about
why I couldn't get that off me.
About my job and like when we do this conference every year, you forget because this is a room full of or a building full of doctors, EMS people, professors. It's
I would feel dumb in a room like that. I'm not gonna lie.
The thing is, that's the thing. You don't feel dumb, and you also forget that people who like are really smart are also still normal people.
This is true.
And it's like, oh wait, but you're doing it, and you fucking drinking beer and driving go karts. I'm like, yo, you're my kind of people.
Yeah,
You know what
I
I'm
mean
saying?
that's dope though, dude.
I don't know. It's a different experience.
Well, I'm glad you had a good time.
Yeah, it was fun. Anytime to get the fuck up out of here.
Out of here, out of here.
XRP will be the new Swift banking system in the next 5 years. The price will exceed Bitcoin. I don't know, brother. Bitcoin is coming to an end. There's not many left.
Well,
how many XRP is there?
see, I don't know anything other than what that guy told
well,
me.
I'm asking Epic. So this is the type of stuff you gotta look into.
Yeah, because like when it comes to like, I'll just be flat out say it. Like when it comes to cryptocurrency and shit like that, I don't pay attention to it because one, I don't really understand it. If I had to be honest with you.
Well, the only way you're gonna understand anything is to study it.
Yeah, well that, but I've never had the I don't want to say the will because it makes that's not the word. I've just never had the
if it doesn't
desire,
interest.
Yeah, the interest. To look into it. I mean, put it this way: when I see stuff like this,
I've always been into trying to make money, and I think recently it's just like, yo, I don't even care. I just my passion right now is I want to be a road comic, a paid road comic, and at times I'm gonna be broke as shit. And last year there was times I was like, bro, I don't even know how the fuck I'm gonna eat.
Yeah, no,
because I'm paying for trips to go places to do comedy. You know what I'm saying? And until I'm a paid comic, I don't think I'm gonna be worried about trying to how I'm gonna make money. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, no. But when I see stuff, like kind of like something that's kind of on the rising, like something like cryptocurrency and how kind of popular it is and was.
By the time you catch it, it's too late.
Well, see, that's the thing. Like, I personally am not interested in learning about it at least at this time. But
okay, how many Bitcoins are there?
But what I was gonna say is that if it becomes more of like a standard normal to where somebody, where it's user friendly to where it like a dummy like me could easily navigate it, then I wouldn't have a problem with it if it became more of a norm. But when I see stuff like that, I think it's cool, but I also don't feel like stuff like that ever really lasts long either. I could be wrong about stuff like that.
But that's the thing. Again, this goes back to what we were talking about earlier. The government, when they start getting into certain stuff, these motherfuckers, here's what happens. They get scared when regular citizens can just do things without them. They're like, wait, we won't have a job. First of all, you wouldn't have a job without us.
Yeah. We pay your salary.
Pretty much. 100%.
Yeah.
And then some. We pay your salary and then some. We pay for everything, every fucking decision you make on that hill. We pay for that shit too. And these motherfuckers have forgotten that shit. And somehow, some way, they need to be reminded. I don't know how, whatever. But when it comes to like cryptocurrency, they've been trying to regulate that. They're like, hold on, because people were making billions, and like if everybody's on the same playing field, they get scared. So I don't know. That's why you probably thought it was, and they would put out that type of message. Oh, cryptocurrency isn't gonna be around. It's not a thing, and bruh, it's just been around since first Bitcoin came out. When 2009 or some shit like that.
I got you.
Can't remember the exact year, but I remember in 2012 I was broke at the time, and like I barely could even get to have $100, but it was only $100 a coin.
I got you.
If I had the fucking money to not starve the next day, I would have bought probably at least 3. Because what is it, 65 now? 60. It's like 65,000.
Really?
For one.
Oh shit, dude.
Yeah.
Okay.
Hold on, we can look it up right now. Bitcoin transactions are slow. XRP takes seconds. Okay, let me ask you this: what is XRP built on? Aha! See, I don't think I know about my shit. Let's see. Bitcoin is over 100K now.
Wow.
If I had, in 2012, if I bought 3 Bitcoins, I would have 300K worth of Bitcoin right now.
And then we'd probably be sitting in some evil laboratory somewhere.
300K? Well, that's the thing. Who's to say I wouldn't have sold it at some point?
Still, I would equate to us sitting in some lab somewhere.
Oh, probably. I don't know. I still want to have a lab.
One day.
You know what we didn't talk about? I want to talk about. I know you haven't watched it, but the last year we had a Star Wars series. They kind of disappointed a lot of people, but they made up for it. And the fact that it was a kid show, I think it kind of flew under the radar. But Skeleton Crew is a fucking awesome show.
All right. Definitely something for me to check out.
I've saw the whole season. The season finale was Sunday. I just got to watch it the other day, or like 2 days ago. Skeleton Crew was amazing.
All right. Here, I'm all for it.
And it's Star Wars. Yeah.
All right, here, you say less. Because reason being, now that I'm done with Silo, I have only watched, I don't know if you have, but I have only watched the first 2 episodes of the new Squid Games. I have not really.
I haven't seen the first season.
Yeah.
Of Squid Games.
Oh, you never watched it. That's right.
Mm-hmm.
I think you would really like the first season. It's pretty interesting. It's a pretty wild show.
I don't like game shows. I didn't like Hunger Games, and I've seen most of the movies. I didn't like it.
No, Hunger Games, the movies, I thought were okay. I never read the books or anything, so
I didn't either.
but I thought they were all right.
I don't read books. What are you talking about?
That's okay. That's all right.
I listen to books.
But no, I saw those in theaters too, and I thought they were okay for what I was watching, but nothing I would go back and be like, oh God, I gotta watch the Hunger Games, where where she puts her. Well, that looks like I'm doing the fucking Nazi symbol when I do that. What is it? The 2 fingers she does? Yeah, I think it is.
I don't know what you're talking about.
In the Hunger Games, her like symbol of peace.
Yeah, but I'm just saying, I don't know. Whatever show you were talking about before that. Oh, Squid Game. Yeah, I'm good.
No, so
and it's one of those things with Squid Games. Like everybody was on it, and so like if everybody's on it, I mean, it can't be that great.
It's different. It's definitely different, but it's
Korean shit.
Yeah, so it's just something. What I have started watching, and I'm only a few episodes. I started watching it, a while ago, but I stopped and started watching other shit. But I restarted watching it. But this show. It's called Dark. It's a Swedish show. I can't believe I'm saying this, but it's
Hurgen Flurgen.
It's basically about a kid that disappears. And before I go any further, this is not some like murder mystery type of shit. I mean, it has elements of that to it.
I think I started it a while ago.
But it's also got kind of like supernatural, sci-fi-ish elements to it as well. And it's pretty fucking intriguing. It has something to do with time and stuff like that. Without giving too much away, I encourage you, because I'm not the type of person that would watch something like this.
Subtitles and shit?
Yes, there are subtitles.
I think that's why I started. And like I have to be in the right mind frame to.
It is.
Sit there and read.
It's definitely a show that's it kind of has a creepy, tense atmosphere to it. So it's just really good, and I didn't think I would like it as much as I am. So I'm gonna keep watching it, and I'll let you guys kind of know what I think once I.
Yeah, I think I started, and then I don't know what happened. There was another show that I started, and then it was gone for a while, but everybody was watching it because it just came out and it just finished. I can't remember the name of it now. But anyway, yeah, Skeleton Crew, highly recommended.
And we recommend, if I was going to
Jude Law.
Jude Law?
Yeah. He's the English guy, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, he's in it.
Oh, shit. Oh, now I got to watch it.
You didn't know he was in it? You didn't know the show existed, did you?
No, I heard of it. Like, I think I brought it up like a couple weeks ago, and you're like, nah, it's a kid's show or something. I think you
No, I didn't say, I didn't dismiss it. I was just like, I don't know if I'm going to watch it.
Oh, okay.
I mean, I didn't have anything else to watch because I had caught up on everything. So I'm like, let me try this out.
Okay, so it turned out.
It turned out, like I said, it's Star Wars.
Yeah, so maybe I did know Jude Law was in it, but I forgot. I don't know, one of those things. But regardless.
He's like the only person you would know for sure. Yeah, everybody else is newish.
Hey, dude, any fucking kind of Star Wars canon or anything remotely good canon to Star Wars is always good to me in every capacity. As long as it's done good in the right way, not the Disney way.
Well, I mean, that was a kid show was the Disney way.
At least I got it right this time. Put it that way.
No,
You've been warned.
it's still it's just a space pirate show. It's kind of like Goonies-ish.
Ooh,
Goonies.
I like that. I'm already pumped for it. I'm excited to see it. I'm actually very excited to see it.
Yeah, I don't know how you didn't watch it. Why didn't you?
Well, dude, it's because I've been playing COD. I watch a couple episodes of TV a night, maybe one or two of whatever it might be, if I don't fall asleep. So
is there a dubbed version of Dark?
I don't think so.
Oh, yeah. See,
I don't think so.
me and Epic are thinking the same. Like,
no, it is.
I don't
dubbed.
got time.
No, it is dubbed. Yeah.
Oh, I thought you said it was subtitles.
No, it is dubbed. It is dubbed. I'm sorry. I'm thinking of something else. I think I was watching, dude. There's a bunch of weird shit on my Netflix, like I don't know, like recommended for you, and I'm like, hey, what is this? And I'm like, what the fuck is this? And I click it, and I'm like, you know.
You just watch anything. You don't do research before you watch it.
Well, no, because I feel like that would ruin a show for me.
You know how you can get the essence of it. Did you ever watch Lioness?
No, I have not.
Oh God! And you have that app too.
I do.
You're missing out.
All right. Well, again,
Landman.
I have heard of that.
Yeah, because I told you about it.
Did you?
Yes.
Okay.
That's the one with I always get the three names mixed up.
Billy Bob Thornton.
Billy Bob Thornton.
Thornton Billy Bob.
He's
Bob Billy
that.
Thornton.
I mean, it's not
Thornton Bob Billy.
It's not like exciting and shit like Yellowstone or any of or Lioness, but it's all the same guy.
I got you.
And his whole point is to tell the stories of like middle America that basically haven't been told before.
Do you know what I am kind of tempted to try to start watching, but I don't know if I want to or put myself through it?
What?
Is I do see on Netflix they have that fucking Kevin Costner movie, that Western.
Yeah, I same here. Every time I come across it, I'm like, I heard it was bad. Do I want to watch this?
Yeah, no. I've heard.
And part two, did part two ever come out?
No, they're supposed to be doing a part two.
It was already, everything was already done. He was supposed to be releasing them just separately, I thought.
Well, no, that is correct. You are correct with that. But in terms of the time frame of when, in terms of
I thought
release,
it was supposed to be the same year as the other one, but
I couldn't tell you. But I've read mixed things on it. Some people hated it. Some people were like, "Hey, this is really good." So I'm sure it's all very opinionative. Either you're gonna like it or you're not. At the end of the day,
I'm trying. It's gonna be one of those days where I have nothing. Not that there's always some shit to watch, because again, I have access to it.
Mm-hmm.
And a lot of things. Bob, that's my Sammy Davis Jr. Yeah, I got access to a lot of shit, so I can never really run out. But I don't know. Every time I come across it, I'm like, damn, do I really want to do this?
It is a 3-hour-long movie too, so
yeah.
So it is definitely you got to be in it for the long haul.
I can't sit through 3 hours of bullshit. I'd rather go watch a good movie that's 3 hours.
Yeah, no, 100%. I'm looking at you, The Godfather. Anyway, it's the best, and we are the best. Podcastis in the. Damn it, I lost it.
I don't know.
I don't know. I was just going to tell everybody that we're awesome, and you should check us out every single week. You will not be disappointed, and if you are, go away. Keep that negative energy over there. And we're going to keep all the positive vibes and go-karts and mini golf.
And Grogu says, my new movie is coming out and fucking either this year or next year, right?
Yes, we are going to be getting some Grogu here soon.
Yeah.
Ish. Hopefully.
Mandalorian and Grogu or whatever. What is it called?
Maybe Grogu and Mandalorian. Maybe
Mando
Mando and Grogu.
Anyway, they're in filming right now, so.
Maybe the Grando.
Wait, I think they're done. Anyway, yeah, go ahead, close out.
Oh, yeah. So check us out anywhere you get your podcasts. That is Apple Music, Spotify, all that good stuff. Every Saturday live here, 6:30 p.m. here on Twitch.
Shout out to Epic.
And a big morning, Monday-ish kind of 9 a.m. time frame.
Or Wednesday, whatever day you watch it.
Yeah. Just check us out on YouTube. We're here. So we will see you guys next week.
Comment below.
like our shit, please. It helps. Peace.
Hit you so hard you won't see nothing. Ever, ever.
Commanders
ever,
will win.
Ever, ever, ever.
Audio skulls all day.
The merit scientist forever. The merit scientist forever.